What's good, idiots? Hey, yo, tell this motherfucker to shut up, because we got some merch. Yes, sir. We got some merchandise. I'm in this ugly motherfucker's body now. Well, we got merch. We got t-shirts. We got cups. We got hoodies. We got a mouse mat. We even got a double-sided. Yes, you heard it here first. Double-sided acrylic stand. Yeah. I got you. We got me in normal mode and we got me in active mode. Yes, sir. It can look at you when you're chilling in your room, you know. It can look at you having a conversation with your friend. Hell, it can even look at you taking a shit. Merch is available for purchase now until Monday, April 21st.
Side effects may include being a little more broke, having cool to put on your shelf, touching grass, using AI chatbots less, talking to real people, charting yourself out of pure excitement, falling asleep because the hoodie is that damn comfortable.
Purchase your Quinn merch today at gamersubs.gg/Quinn. I'm not as upset as others when someone dies. Who's dying though? I'm just gonna say it like, hey. Today we're finding out, am I a sociopath? Do I have traits of narcissism, Machiavellicism, or psychopathy? We're gonna do the dark triad test. Everyone online been calling me sociopath for a year, so no, they haven't actually said that specifically. I manipulate others to get my way. Nah, I don't be doing that. I mislead people as to look better in their eyes. I wish I did this. I wish I is that crazy to say? I wish I did this, but I don't. So no. I am better than others. Like, objectively speaking, technically no. But sometimes I think I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm not, but like, there are definitely people I'm better than. And there are definitely people that are better than me as a person. So I feel like we're lying to ourselves, so we're not going to say that's not a thing. And I want to be like, well, everyone's life is equally as valuable. But like, no. If you were touching kids, is your life as valuable? Because in my opinion, it's not. Because you ruined somebody else's. So like, even that's a crazy statement to say in my book. There's a little bit of cynicism in there if that's like how you look at it. But I think it's just the truth. I've never been in trouble with the law. Yeah, no, I've never been in trouble with the law. Wait, have I? I never gotten arrested, so no. I have grandiose tendencies. I think in logical arguments, I tend to construct them in ways that can give the appearance that I have a grandiose stance because I do not factor in emotions. Do I actually think I am grandiose in every facet of life? No. I do feel like sometimes in arguments, I definitely structure them in a way that can come off this way. I often lack remorse. No, I be feeling mad guilty. I actually kind of like, I be feeling mad. If I know I did something wrong, I be feeling mad guilty. I feel so guilty sometimes, I can't apologize. This sounds crazy. But sometimes I feel so much shame, I can't even say sorry. Which is like so annoying. Because then you look terrible. Like you actually look the worst. But I best believe I really care. But I'm just scared. I care so much that I'm embarrassed to say anything. So I just shut up. So I look like a terrible person. I hate that. I was trying to work on that. With like my therapist, because I was like, I need to stop doing this because especially with my job, it makes me look like a terrible person. I have a grand sense of self-importance. I feel like everyone does though. Everyone thinks they're more important than like others to an extent. Because it's you are yourself. It's hard to remove that. Like if you had to pick you dying or someone else, a lot of people are gonna pick themselves, especially if they don't know the person. It was like you were Melissa from, you know, 5th Street that you don't know anything about. You're gonna pick yourself, you know? That's ego. I don't know what it is. I don't really think it's I don't think it's because I'm scared I'm gonna look bad. Was why I don't apologize. I wish I did because it makes me look bad. I think it's just I'm just so ashamed. I exploit others to my own ends. No. I avoid direct conflict with people who may be useful to me in the future. No, and I wish I did. If you are dead wrong, I know you're dead wrong. The random third party in the room knows you're dead wrong. I'm letting you know. I ain't gonna be like, word, you might be useful to me later. No. Everyone else knows you wrong. I know you're wrong, so I'm definitely gonna say it. Wish I could be less conflict oriented though. I enjoy picking on losers. No, I was the loser getting picked on. I have a good relationship with my family. Okay, I would say yes, but like the poor relationship with some of my family members is their actions. Either they were bullying me, they have some substance problem or something like that that does not involve me, but I don't have a good relationship with them because of their choices, I refuse to engage. So I would say with the people that don't have these glaring problems, yes. But if you do, no. I'm egocentric. What does that mean? I feel like my ego is very complicated for me because only thinking of oneself without regard to the feelings of others. I don't really think I am this way. I think I can appear this way though. Don't know if that makes sense. I'd say no. Not fully. I'm not as upset as others when someone dies. Who's dying though? I'm just gonna say it like, hey, like who's dying though? Because yeah, sometimes why are you so upset you don't even know this person? I would say yes. But like, I've never had anyone important to me die, so I don't really know. I'll put it in middle. Care about the morality of your action is for losers? No, I'd be feeling bad. I keep track of sensitive information that can be used to hurt people at a later time. Okay, this is gonna sound messed up. Yes, but like not in a way that is like, it's personal sensitive information. It's like if you screwed me and a bunch of people over and you're parading around like you're the victim, I'm gonna keep that in a file. And if you ever come for me, I'm airing everything out. That's what I do. So it's to protect myself. I don't ever air it out preemptively a lot of the time. I mean, I have in certain occasions, but I don't care about ruining people. That's not my thing. I don't want your foul actions to ruin me. So if you did some dirt, everyone knows you did some dirt and you benefited from the dirt and I didn't benefit. In fact, it hurt me what you did and I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm getting punished for it. I'm going to have a file on you and I'm going to keep tabs because yeah, you're not going to lie on me and say I did X, Y, Z, because if you're willing to lie on something of this scale and that hurts me, not directly, but hurts me because I'm a part of something greater or whatever. If you're willing to blow up an entire place or literally ruin it or burn an entire establishment to the ground or screw over a bunch of people to favor yourself, of course I'm keeping sensitive information on you that you did about what you did because you could easily do that to me or anyone else. So yeah, I'm going to keep information regarding to the negative thing you did. Not about, I don't care if you have like for example, it's going to be hypothetical. Streamer A F's me over behind the scenes really bad, right? Really bad. If I can recover it by myself, I normally won't air that out. However, I will have proof of them screwing me over saved in case they try something again, or they try something publicly, or they get their audience involved. I will have proof of that, right? This is a hypothetical. This isn't about anything specific. However, let's say streamer A also has a boyfriend and she's hiding it because she gets money from her parasocial viewers. I'm not going to bring that up and air that out if you screw me over because I don't care. It does not involve me. So sensitive information, I would say, is not what it is to me. It's information involving the negative thing you did that you lied about. But if it's personal information or anything irrelevant to the way you screwed me over, I'm not bringing it up. Does that make sense? Only related to the issue. I'm not bringing up irrelevant shit because it's pointless. But some people are petty and will do that. I won't. And I wouldn't even say I have yet. I know some people would try to skew situations where I've spoken up and say I did. No. Anything I said was related to the topic directly. But some people will do that. So should I put agree for this? I feel like since, especially in this industry or what I do for work, it's very reputation dependent. You kind of have to do this. I mean, a lot of people probably don't because they want to see the good in people, but I've been screwed over too many times, so I'm overdoing that. I'm expecting you to do me, some people to do me harm, and I think that's reasonable. So, but yeah, I only do this as a defense mechanism. I don't do this to like get one up on people or screw people over. There are some people that do this though. The type of people I do this for are the type of people that do this to put themselves like, people will do this to like make themselves look good and screw you over to prop themselves up. I wouldn't do that. But I have this for people that do that to me to reverse that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck I'm saying? You fuck me over, I'm gonna remember that, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, actually right here on this documentation we have. Most people are lazy and don't work hard unless they have to. I kind of agree, I ain't gonna lie. I think some people will be like, damn, I'm doing so much. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? You got someone that runs this for you. You got someone that runs that for you. You got someone that runs this for you. You just like, for example, for streamer, I'm like, you just go live. You're not editing nothing. You're not making no thumbnails. You're not doing, like, you doing nothing. You work for the 4 hours you live and that's it. And you're like, so much work. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, shut up. What did you do? So I do feel like sometimes, yeah, people like skew the amount of stuff they do heavily in their favor. I'm especially motivated toward making friends with famous people. Especially motivated? No, because if you're like really popular, but you're really annoying, I will not talk to you. I feel like since I'm a streamer, I can't fully disagree with this because like probably, you know, but like there are some big streamers I'm like friends with or had opportunities to be friends with that I just didn't because they were just annoying or like they were just like didn't seem like great people to be around. So I don't really think that like factors. I think like I am more like I'm less willing to play nice with you if you can benefit me because I can't stand you in the present. If I can't stand you in the present, I cannot like keep you around to have you benefit me. It's just too difficult for me. I just can't do it. I cannot play nice. I can't do it. So I just don't. Low key, if I could do it, it would probably benefit me more, but I'm unable to do that. So if you dead annoying, I'm not going to pretend to be cool with you. I feel like I'm more special than others. No. Being ethical is more important than getting ahead in the world. I mean, I agree, but I do feel like you got to push some ethical boundaries to get somewhere in certain regards. I easily lose my temper. I feel like in real life, no. I despise people who can't control their emotions. Despise, strongly are irritated by. I'm like, get a grip. Or like, you know, don't. Okay. I don't mind people who have strong emotions. My problem is when you inconvenience everyone else around you with your ass feelings like it involves anyone else. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut up. You making it everyone else's problem. Hate those people. Because I've been through so much worse a lot of the time than most of the people that are bitching and moaning, and I never made it anyone else's problem. So the fact that you're incapable of doing that over such a small thing, and I was able to do it over like almost dying, like, shut up. It's like almost a slap in the face. I'm like, I never made it anyone else's problem, and you can't even do it over a little thing. Like, how selfish are you? Hate that. I deserve to have great recognition, acknowledgement, and success. I wouldn't say I deserve it, but I want it. So I guess I'll say middle of the ground. I dominate social situations. I don't think so. I feel like I'm the opposite. Well, depends on who I'm talking to, man. Others should pay special attention to me. No, please don't, honestly. Please don't. Please don't. That freaks me out. I get moods while I act on a whim, thinking little of consequences. Sometimes. Well, okay, here's my thing. Here's my dilemma. You're going to think yes, chat. But the problem with me is like, I do think of the consequences. But then I choose to not care. I'm like, yeah, it'll be bad. But I don't really give a f. I'm doing it anyway. It's like, screw y'all, I'm tired of caring. And then I'll be like, damn, I should have cared a little bit more. Like, that's how I am. Like, I know it's bad. I know it's going to bite me in the ass. But I'm like, I'm tired of caring. Let it just be it. And then I'm like, damn, I should have cared in hindsight. So, yes, but I don't think little of the consequences. I just actively choose to discard them because I would much rather say what I want to say. So I guess I'll say agree. I want others to admire me. I wouldn't really say I want it, but like I'm not like, I don't have a disdain for it. I use insincere flattery to get my way. No, I'm not complimenting you. I'm too honest for that. If I think you suck, I'm not going to say you suck, but I'm not going to say you're good. What'd you like about this? Oh, your energy. Like I be doing that. Someone says what they like about something was your energy, and your energy was not a prevalent thing. They just don't like what you did. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll do that. I feel like if you can't get the hint from that, you're just dumb. I use lies to get my way, and I don't really be lying. I'll only lie to get my way if I'm dealing with a liar, because the only way you can get a liar is to lie better than them and then show them that, hey, you lied about this. And I know that because I lied, but you've been lying this whole time. I look down on people who unwisely share their secrets. I wouldn't say I look down on them. I'm going to be honest. I couldn't be close to someone like this. People that I'm not close to that do this, I love it because it's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like you spilling tea for the whole party and it doesn't affect me. It's like I get my own reality television show and I don't have to live the drama. So do I look down on you? No. But do I want to be your friend? No. But do I love when you say messy stuff and I'm around? Yes. So I'll put it in the middle. They've been called callous or insensitive. Yeah, probably. I'm not as well in real life, not as much, but online, yeah. I do what I want, not to feel particularly obligated to anyone. It depends. I just don't put myself in predicaments where I have a lot of obligations for other people, because then you can't do what you want. So I don't have obligations and ignore them. I just choose to not take them up in the first place. Should I say that? I guess. I fantasize about extraordinary or prestige status. Like not heavily. The thought crosses my mind and it seems nice, but then I'm also kind of like wary of the consequences and terrified by them. I'll say sometimes. I expect special favors from others. No, I expect honestly nothing from anyone. Because I've been screwed over too much. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Like, do you manifest? No, bro. I just set goals and do them. I think manifesting is a waste of time. Set goals to get to where you want to be and then start talking to me. I get frustrated easily. I would say no, but I would say it depends. I used to be like really emotionally unregulated though, like a few years ago. Like 10 years ago. That's not a few years ago. I was like 12, but 12 is when my trauma like really started. So I think it makes sense. All people are deserving of basic respect. I mean, yeah, for the most part. I'll say agree, but I think some people don't deserve it because like you did something terrible. Population average and you. This makes you 2% darker than the average person. Wow, I'm not that bad. Damn, Machiavellism is the scariest one to get. Psychopathy, okay, I'm more detached. I agree with that. Average, what's average? Oh, that's just an average of them all. Oh. Damn, I have less Machiavellism than most people. That's kind of crazy. Scored higher than me. See, but I feel like sometimes when people take these dark tests, they be lying to themselves because they want to see themselves as better. As an entertainer, don't you have narcissistic traits? Oh, for sure. But I just think like I'm funny and that like if more people saw me, they would think I was funny and watch me. That's my opinion about myself. I don't think I deserve to pop off. If I am consistent, it should be inevitable given the fact that I am pretty entertaining. There are some times where I'll see people more successful than me and be frustrated that they're doing so little with the gracious platform they've been given and such uninteresting and uninnovative content. It will kind of piss me off, yes. Because if I was in their shoes, I would be doing way cooler stuff. That thought will cross my mind. But otherwise, not really. But there's obviously people where I'm like, damn, you have this much money and you're doing this much stuff and you are still sitting behind a desk and doing nothing every stream. Come on. Like if I had Kai Cenat money, I would be doing Kai Cenat things is my point. But a lot of people with Kai Cenat money would be doing Sniper Wolf things where they sit, react, do nothing else because it's easier. And if you're not seeing any decline, why increase the output? But I also want to do cool shit. I don't want to just do what's most efficient or time efficient for me to get the most money for the least amount of effort. That's not what I want. I want to figure out a way to like make my efforts equate to more money so that my effort and money match. Yes, I don't want to be spending a bunch of time and getting not as much returns, but I'm not trying to minimize the effort to get a maximum return to a point where it makes the content worse or waters it down, which a lot of people are very willing to do because it's easier and they don't realize that if you don't innovate, you will only be at the top for X amount of time. Because you can't get as big as Kai if you're just doing normal streamer things. It's just not possible. You're not interesting enough. There's enough of people that are similar to like replace you. But I wouldn't be doing Mr. Beast crazy stuff. That's just too much. That's just too much. Like, no. That's just way too much. That's also just not the type of stuff I like to do. So yeah, we'll see that and I'll be like, damn, you were lucky and you kind of are doing nothing with it. That pisses me off. Because I don't really think I've ever gotten lucky in streaming at all. I never had like a thing that went viral unexpectedly and gave me a career. Like, no. You know, my blow up wasn't like an overnight thing. Like there were some people that have that and then they don't realize how lucky they are. And then they, like the thing that pisses me off the most, those YouTubers that will like blow up out of nowhere and then like stop posting because they're like sad or depressed or something. I'm like, bro, you have been famous for like a month and you're tapping out. Not because the fame is too much, because you're too bad at being consistent. And the reason they're not going to be consistent is because they didn't work hard to get to where they got. They got lucky. So they don't know the hard work it takes to be consistent. So when given the opportunity and being told, take advantage of this and be consistent, they're unable to. Those people piss me off because you did no work to get to your position that people like me have been working out for a while. And then you blow it because you're such an incompetent or non-disciplined individual. That pisses me off because if that was me, I would maximize the out of that. That's what upsets me. It's like you don't even see how blessed you are that you're like not even valuing it because it was so easy to you. That upsets me. Like there's so many YouTubers that were like that, especially like 2-3 years ago that blew up, or like even TikTokers or whatever. They just did nothing with it. I'm like, you guys suck. Because if that was me, I would literally have done so much with this. And it's not because they couldn't. They just didn't try to. They didn't think they needed to. They got something with little effort, so they thought they only needed to exert the same amount of effort to maintain it. No, stupid. You're an anomaly. You got incredibly lucky. So put in the work or it's not going to last very long. That's what pisses me off. Because I feel like if I was given that little golden ticket or that opportunity, I would utilize the living of it. And I have depression, I have anxiety, and I'm chronically ill, which most of y'all don't have all three. Most of y'all just got the depression and the anxiety and it's kicking your ass, and that's your excuse for not working hard and not being disciplined. No, stupid. It's not your depression, it's not your anxiety. You're just not disciplined and you never put in the work and you don't know how to. It's always their excuse. And it really upsets me because I have both and I still do more. Or I have a disease and I still do more. That pisses me off so much. Like an unreasonable amount. Like I wish it didn't upset me as much as it did, but it does. That is the thing I dislike. So that's the only narcissism I have in this, is that I genuinely think to some extent there are some people that work fractions of what I do. Just go live, don't stream, don't do anything, and get so far because they were lucky. Don't think these, well, no, I do think some of them don't deserve it. I'll be honest. Respectfully, but I don't think like if you get it luckily, if you get lucky and then you maximize it and do put in the work and do become disciplined, I'm not going to say you don't deserve it, because you were on your stuff when you got the opportunity. You took it, you seized it, and you went crazy. If you're one of those people that gets the opportunity and you just like shrug it off and like don't put in that much work, it pisses me off. That's what I'm saying. So, and I see that a lot in this industry. But I don't really vocalize it, because if you say stuff like that all the time, you look really bitter. Like people are like, you're just mad you're not successful. You know, that's like the easiest defense. And I could say, yes, that is kind of true. Like I wish I was further along. But like, that's not the main reason. The main reason is like these people are just genuinely like incompetent or ungrateful or not seeing the opportunity they were given. And that is what upsets me. I don't feel any less than because you blew up and I didn't. I'm just saying like, damn, if I were you, I would have actually done something with this. And the fact that you don't see, from my perspective, how lucky you are is frustrating. Oh, yeah. And I see that a lot. Like, I see the potential. That is what upsets me. Like, there's some people that just go live, don't edit, don't stream, don't do any of their own promo, and still blow up. I'm like, damn, you know? Yeah, that's the thing. The good thing is when I do blow up, because I'm going to say it's inevitable, okay? I'm going to give myself some confidence. I will know what to do. Sometimes people just don't know what to do with it. That's fair. But like, if you do know what to do with it and you just lazy, I'm like, you pissing me off. Real talk. I wish I was lucky, you know? That's how I be feeling.